Vedika Bahl, over by the bid board. A very good evening to you as tech billionaire and Trump ally Elon Musk wades into British affairs. Vedika gives us a deep dive into the Elon Musk-Keir Starmer spat. Tell us, Vedika, what is it all about?
Yes, Mark, Elon Musk has been ruffling feathers within UK politics, whether it's from his public U-turn in support from Reform UK's Nigel Farage to calling for the release of far-right activist Tommy Robinson to now accusing Prime Minister Keir Starmer of what he calls being complicit in the rape of Britain. And this is for what Musk says is failing to tackle grooming gangs over a decade ago in the UK. Now, this is Elon Musk's latest intervention, if you will, into UK affairs, and it has reignited a debate surrounding grooming gangs in the UK, a particular grooming gangs scandal. Now, this scandal concerns gangs of British men of majority Pakistani heritage who targeted mostly white girls from disadvantaged backgrounds for almost 4 decades. And these gangs operated across several English towns and cities, notably Rotherham, Oldham and Rochdale in the north. Now, a 2014 inquiry that looked particularly into the grooming and child exploitation in Rotherham found and estimated that 1,400 children had been drugged, raped and sexually exploited over this 16-year period, some as young as 11 years old. The report found that collective failures were blatant, with severe failures from local police and social care. And it also found that some local councillors had expressed wariness about being seen as racist or upsetting community cohesion should they mention or identify the race of these perpetrators. But in terms of the feud between Elon Musk and Keir Starmer, today Starmer has blasted Elon Musk's meddling, saying that it is spreading misinformation and lies, Mark, about his role in that scandal.
So why is this scandal back in the headlines, Vedika? Tell us more about Starmer's role.
Well, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer was Director of Public Prosecutions between 2008 to 2013, and Starmer has staunchly defended his record at the time. He said that he brought the first major prosecution of a South Asian grooming gang, that he reopened closed and supposedly finished cases, and that he in fact changed the whole prosecution approach to this national scandal, including bringing new court reforms for the victims to make the legal process less traumatic for them. Starmer also said that when he left the Crown Prosecution Service, he had the highest number of child sexual abuse cases being prosecuted on record. Now, as for why this scandal is once again dominating British headlines and British politics, Mark, it comes after it was reported that Jess Phillips, the UK's safeguarding minister, rejected a national inquiry into child sex abuse in Oldham in Greater Manchester and instead opted for a local probe. And this has led to many Tory ministers slamming Labour and calling for a national inquiry. But this has been particularly amplified by Elon Musk. He has taken to X, calling her a rape genocide apologist, amongst other things. Now, Starmer and the Labour Party have stood by Jess Phillips. They've said that in her career, she's done 1,000 times more for sexual abuse victims than her critics say. But Musk has continued to blast both Starmer and the Labour Party and Jess Phillips about this scandal. Just earlier today, he posted this, saying that Starmer repeatedly ignored the pleas of vast numbers of little girls and their parents in order to secure political support. This is misleading, however, I will say, Mark, because Starmer didn't actually enter politics or become a politician until 2015. So that timeline doesn't really add up there.
Looking at it journalistically, it sounds very much like defamation that Elon Musk is exposing himself to with his very rash remarks. But of course, being so mega rich as he is, he probably doesn't care. Vedika, this whole thing is disturbing on every level. Musk alleging there's some kind of cover-up been going on. Is that the case? Was there an official cover-up?
Well, Mark, there have been multiple and successive inquiries in several UK towns, and they've all concluded that local councils, police and social services failed the victims, but there isn't any evidence of an official cover-up. Now, one particular 2022 independent inquiry focusing on the grooming in Oldham did specifically investigate allegations of a cover-up, and it found multiple safeguarding failures by authorities, but again, no substantiated evidence for a cover-up. And Full Fact, a British fact-checking outlet, has previously investigated claims that Starmer blocked the prosecution of particular gangs, but found no evidence that he did so. Now, as for why Musk is wading into these British affairs, that is unknown, but he has repeatedly made his disdain for Keir Starmer very clear. This is a tweet currently pinned on his X profile, saying it's a poll saying whether America should liberate the people of Britain from their tyrannical government. So I'm not sure that that barrage will stop anytime soon. But as for why he's so invested in UK affairs, that remains unclear for the moment.
Indeed, I think it's pretty obvious.